What's up, everybody? Colin here with Techout, and today we're doing a kind of part 2.5 update on my warranty saga with Samsung and my Galaxy S26 Ultra. I got it back today, unrepaired. So back in part 1, I kind of told you guys what was going on with the screen and everything. I've made some shorts about this, and I did a live unboxing earlier today of getting my phone back unrepaired. So I had been trying to reach out to my case manager all week after they had escalated the case. I was told yesterday morning that the phone would not be sent back unrepaired because I had the escalation case opened, and then yesterday afternoon they shipped my phone back anyway, and I got it back this morning. The left side of the screen actually looked worse than it did when I sent it in. You could see this on the live stream I did, which I'll link down below. I actually just paid the $29 deductible for my Care Plus, and I went ahead and dropped it off at U-Break iFix. They had a screen in stock, so they're going to fix that for me. I'm just tired of dealing with Samsung, so I just went ahead and paid for it. But I finally talked to my case manager from the escalation case on the way home from U-Break iFix. By the way, the guy that looked at it at U-Break iFix said it looks like the copper layer underneath the glass is separating, causing that. He said definitely a defect, not something that was accidental damage or anything like that. However, Samsung refused to warranty it, so we just had to go the I pay for it route. I talked to the case manager who told me what the repair notes said from when I sent it into Samsung and the condition and stuff like that, and she said that they listed it as out of warranty due to condition and that it was packaged fairly when they got it in from me to the repair center, that it had a small scratch on one of the back camera lenses. I don't know if it did or didn't. I didn't see anything, but I'm sure they look over it with a fine-tooth comb, especially since they're obviously trying to fish for a reason to deny your warranty. But the back camera lens had nothing to do with the screen on the front. She also said that there was a scratch or scratching on the on the LCD. And I said, well, how would they have known that? Because I got it back with my screen protector still installed. I don't know. I don't think they took it off. And you know, if they did, I had this screen protector installed since I got the phone brand new. It's only 2 months old. There were no scratches on the screen. And she said, no, not on the screen itself, on the LCD panel. You know, had the screen protector, then you have the screen, and then under the external screen glass, you have the actual LCD panel itself, or the OLED panel itself on the S26 Ultra, had scratching on it. And I said, now how would I have scratched something internal in the phone? I've never opened it. I've never done anything. I've never dropped it. It's never been exposed to liquid. It's never been exposed to anything. It usually just sits on my desk. How would I have scratched the OLED panel itself underneath the glass? That doesn't make sense. How are you, that's the reason they're denying the warranty. I'm sure it's probably scratching because the screen is like caving in on itself. Like maybe that has something to do with it. You can't just take away my warranty rights based on a bunch of what ifs. Oh, it could have been caused by a drop, but you don't have any evidence that I did drop it. There's no external damage to the phone. Like, I mean, you know, here's my iPhone 17 Pro Max. Like if I drop this, there's probably going to be some damage to the exterior of the phone. There was no damage to the exterior of the phone. I mean, sure, yeah, a camera lens maybe has a little scratch on it from going in and out of a pocket. That's not substantial damage that should have anything to do with the screen being damaged or anything like that, or any evidence of, you know, physical abuse or accidental damage. You know, if I drop this from any height that should cause the OLED to start separating from the glass, there's probably going to be some damage to the outside of the phone. And there's not, because I haven't dropped it. But they're denying my warranty on a what if. So I sent her more pictures of the screen from when I got it in today, that I showed that I actually took while I was doing that live unboxing. And she was going to get with another team to see if that could possibly be a defect. So Samsung, I mean, if you have a Samsung device, I mean, buy Care Plus on it, pay for the Care Plus, because if anything happens to your device, whether it's warranty or not, they're going to find any and every reason to say it's not their problem. I mean, I just spent $1,200 on this phone 2 months ago when it came out, and the fact that the screen, if we can get that to focus, the fact that the screen is folding in around the edges, they want to say that's not covered under warranty. And even when I talked to the guy at U-Break iFix, I was like, hey, you guys do Samsung warranty repairs, right? He's like, yes. And I told him, I was like, hey, this isn't like accidental damage. The screen is like literally peeling from the inside. And he goes, oh no, Samsung considers that physical damage. They won't warranty that. What? So like, I mean, what is not like, so if my phone won't turn on, are they going to say I dropped it and there's internal physical damage? Like just because something goes wrong internally? Like how, I mean, what's the point of the warranty if like they don't have to, you know, they're just going to go on what ifs. Oh, well, you could have done this, yet not under warranty. You could have done that, not under warranty. They're just not going to warranty anything. And if you look at the BBB complaints for Samsung, apparently Samsung loves to just deny warranties left and right. So I sold my Galaxy Watch 8. I sold my Galaxy Buds Pro 4. And as soon as I figure out this S26 Ultra and get the screen fixed, I'm going to be selling it as well. Because I'm not going to stand behind a company. I'm not going to sit here and recommend products to you from a company that will not stand behind their own products. So for the foreseeable future on this channel, I won't be recommending or showing off any Samsung products because I'm not going to be selling anything that I'm having this much trouble with getting a warranty repair on a 2-month-old device. So I'm Colin with Techout. I will do a part 3 of this when I get it fixed, and if I hear any more updates from my case manager, she's supposed to be getting back to me within 24 to 48 hours. But I had to jump through some hoops to get in contact with her today. I emailed her back and called her back pretty much immediately on Friday after I heard from her, and I was not able to get in contact on Friday. Monday was Memorial Day. I tried on Tuesday multiple times, and I tried on Wednesday, today, this morning multiple times, and finally on my way home from U-Break iFix, I called just the main number and I said, hey, can I maybe speak to somebody about this issue? Because apparently my case manager doesn't respond to emails or is never in the office to answer her phone. And all of a sudden, they were able to transfer me to her. So pain in the butt with Samsung, and that's on top of them already escalating this case back on Friday the 22nd. And that was supposed to prevent the phone from being shipped back to me in the first place while they investigated this issue. And I was assured yesterday morning that the phone was not going to be sent back to me unrepaired while they investigated this issue and while I had it escalated, and they sent it back anyway. So that just made things that much harder because now I have the phone back and I have to deal with it. Which, like I said, I took it to U-Break iFix because I'm just done with it. I'm just going to have them fix it with an original Samsung screen with my Care Plus, and then I'm going to sell it and cancel my Care Plus and probably not buy any Samsung products for the foreseeable future because, like I said, they're not standing behind something that's 2 months old. They want to find anything and everything, any little minuscule micro scratch to say that it's my problem that their device had a defect. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have had any issues with getting your device repaired from Samsung, whether it be a refrigerator, a washing machine, or a phone, let me know down in the comments section below. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always, have a great day.